we have Manchester United against Newcastle. Gabby, what have you got any stats you want to throw at me? Anything you want to mock me about?
There's hundreds of negative stats about Man United. I won't read any out.
You got a favourite, or are you good?
It's the worst start as Man United manager in 93 years. But you know what though? I don't
Right,
like
I'm
saying
not
anything.
having that one.
I don't like saying anything bad about Amorim. I've done my badges with him. He's a nice guy. I just feel that they have to be patient fans with him. This season has to be a write-off for me. There's no chance of European football. Yeah. Let him have these players on trial. Let him be able to get rid of some in January. Then in the summer, it might take him 2 years because no one wants these players. So it's going to be some negotiation with other clubs to take them off their hands. And these clubs will know that Man United don't want most of their players. It's a hard situation because you're going to lose so much money. What are these players valued at?
This is the thing. I mean, when you consider PSR, it's already been reported that it's not looking like United will have a lot to play with. You look at Marcus Rashford, who realistically would take him, maybe a loan, but then they're not going to pay his wages. Man United are going to have to pay part of that. You know, they must sell to buy, but what do they have to sell? You look at who Erik ten Hag has brought in. None of those players have, gone up in value at all. Rasmus Højlund, Johnny Evans, Mason Mount, Anthony, Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen, Tyrell Malacia, Andre Onana. That's who Erik ten Hag bought. And on top of that, you've got people like Lindelof, Maguire, Luke Shaw. Who is buying any of these names? And this is the problem that they're going to come up against. And like you say, it's not, I think a lot of people are thinking, January in the summer, he can get rid of everybody. A lot of these players are probably going to be around this time next year.
Whoever's sorting out Manchester United players leaving, they're going to have some begging on the phone to other clubs. Please take him. Please do me a favour. Please. Because they're not good enough. I come out and says, majority of this Manchester United squad are mediocre. I got absolutely hammered by Man United fans, but I don't care. I will speak the truth. I look at them. I watch them week in, week out. I just don't think they're good enough. And a coach like Amorim can't work wonders. He can't make average players into top players. And you've got so many good teams in the Premier League now.
I mean, the pressure is on this guy, isn't it?
Exactly. So he's got a hard job, and this is where you find out how good you are as a manager. He's got to turn mediocre players into good players.
I thought it was interesting what he said in his press conference about no Manchester United manager should ever be comfortable. And I thought he understands the assignment.
The role.
Yeah, he gets the script with this, but I don't think he could have even imagined how difficult it has been, because on top of what is going on the pitch of trying to get them to play, you've got the Marcus Rashford situation.
Yes.
You've got the Ineos situation, which I know we spoke about at the weekend. I mean, the things that Ineos have done,
saving money on like the petty things,
saving money on workers not getting lunch boxes on match
Incredible,
days and being offered the leftovers.
Well, the latest
from the
now
corporate
cutting
sponsors.
their donation to the Legends Fund that they have.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
in particular for players who haven't really played for the club but have come up through the system, they're the ones that aren't going to benefit.
And he's the
that.
richest man in Britain, by the way, Mr. Radcliffe.
I know, and he wanted the government to help out with the regeneration of Old Trafford as well. It's crazy, isn't it, when you consider what is going on with this club? But you're right, Ruben Amorim isn't the problem. He hopefully, for United fans, will be the solution long term.
Do you see what I enjoy though, and I've enjoyed for years, because I was in the era that we've been brought up and Manchester United dominated.
Oh, they were the
when I was
pinnacle,
playing, they dominated. So I enjoy it. I enjoy Manchester United struggling, and a lot of fans out there do. That's why we're always on Manchester United. We're always criticising them, because it's fun. It's fun to see them struggling. It's fun to see them having a rubbish bunch of players that are mediocre. It's fun to see them. Where are they? Let me look on the second half of the table. 1 second. Turn over the sheet.
14.
Do you know what I mean? It's fun to see.
They'll head into 2025 in the bottom half of the table.
But I'm being honest there, as a Villa fan.
They've never been that low going into a new year. But that's not Amorim's fault at all. No. And for him, the other thing, of course, for him is he's never experienced this sort of situation, because at Sporting Lisbon, he'd lost consecutive games once in his managerial career there. This is just, for him, he must be thinking,
you've not got no given right either, Manchester United, to be in the top four. That's what needs to get into their heads now, Manchester United fans. Everyone Manchester United. These teams, Bournemouth, owners with money, Fulham, owners with money, PSR now, Manchester United could be out of the top four for years to come.
Thanks.
I know you agree, Angelina. Deep down, I know you agree.
I'm sorry.
I am not admitting to anything on air of what I agree with or not of what you've just said.
Just in a word for us, how are you feeling about tonight then?
Nervous.
Yes.
This could be a game that Newcastle, the form that they're on, they could absolutely hammer Manchester United. Or is this a situation where you look after that Wolves game, is he going to be able to kind of galvanise these players and get something out of it? It could go either way, but I'll be honest, it's leaning more towards Newcastle having an absolute field day. The goals they're scoring.
Yeah, more seriously, has the media room leak been sorted? Because I was in the press conference.
They're too busy dealing with the mice at the moment, Gabby. Just give them a minute. It's the Christmas period. There's only so many people. He's made that many people redundant. You know, how many people have they got to sort the roof, the mice?
To fix it.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah, they're taking on a Newcastle side who are unbeaten in all competitions, who are on a
Good
high
team.
after going through a little blip earlier on. That is live and exclusive to talkSPORT tonight. Angelina, thank you very much.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.